Well, I knew this response was coming. DDG had made a song with Tory Lanez. Tory Lanez was taking shots at Kendrick Lamar, was defending Drake, was saying a lot of things on this track that happens to be DDG's. Kendrick has an affiliate by the name of Hit J3 who was really quick to respond to this track that was released. Now, Tory Lanez had wrote his verse from jail. Now, remember, guys, Tory Lanez is in a prison in California. So him talking smack against Kendrick Lamar, I don't think it's the best decision. But there's rumors that he might be in PC, protective custody. We'll keep it alleged. But y'all can tell me more about that in the comments. But DDG had made a response in regards to everything in response to Kendrick's associate, Hit J3, responding to him online. So I'm going to play the clip right now.
Like he's seen a ghost. Niggas is trying to beef with me about a fucking. Y'all gonna see a lot of niggas popping out of nowhere for no reason.
I mean, Hit J3 is not somebody that's just popping out of nowhere. His presence has been around this beef and everything else in it. And Tory Lanez mentioning Drake, I mean, is basically him mentioning the beef and everyone else in it. And that's your song. So I don't know why I act surprised that people are reaching out and making comments.
See me at Rich the Kid party. I don't even know who the hell this is, bro.
Now, if you don't know what he's talking about a post that Hit J3 had made about seeing somebody at a Rich the Kid party, and they were, they had saw them or they were acting a certain way. They look real nice or seem real nice. I forgot what I'm paraphrasing here, but it's a tweet that was made by Hit J3.
The fuck? Whatever. Now I do want to talk about what it is. I want to talk about the song with Tory Lanez. This is how I look at it. A lot of people is getting mad at me. Like, I rap the verse. This is my analogy. This is how I look at it. That's like, what's a good analogy? That's like Drake beefing with SZA because SZA fuck with Kendrick. You know?
The problem with that analogy, like he said, was SZA isn't on a diss track. SZA was on songs like Luther and I think Gloria. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. But the songs that she was featured on GNX were definitely not diss song, or at least the least amount of chance to be considered a diss song. I don't think Luther and Gloria were to be considered disses. I mean, there might be subliminals said by Kendrick Lamar, but there's no names referenced. But you could tell me how you feel about that in the comments. But SZA definitely was not somebody who participated in a rap beef, who participated in a diss track at all.
You know what I'm saying? But it's my song though, so I understand. But if a nigga send you a verse, if he sent you a verse, if a nigga sent you a verse and you put it out, what that mean?
That means you had the option to listen to it or take it off, or you had the option to tell them to fix it or to change it. The fact that you heard Tory Lanez mention Drake and the rap beef and be puzzled why people are responding to you from that side is almost like if you didn't expect that this was going to happen. But you can't be that gullible and think that none of this was going to happen just because, you didn't want to tell Tory Lanez to change his verse in that song.
He is beefing with SZA. Well, I don't know who beefing with who.
Yeah, that's another thing. Drake is kind of beefing with SZA. They're not cool anymore. She was on For All the Dogs, and now she's on GNX. Yeah, she definitely. Yeah, bro. So not a good analogy. That's what I'm saying.
I don't know who beefing with who, but I feel like a lot of people was putting it on me, nigga. Like I rapped it, nigga. I just put it out. My verse was old.
It's not the fact that if the song was made before and then you got him to hop on a song that you had made previously, it's the fact that you heard his verse. He was talking about the diss. You left it on there because you knew it was going to gain traction because of what Tory Lanez is saying, plus him being behind bars. So a lot of people were going to hear this song, especially if he's talking about the beef. Like, it was just to gain traction. I don't think it was anything else but that. I don't see why else he would post it and not have a problem with it. And then acting confused why people are responding to it. But Hitta J3 had already made a response to this. He had tagged them online. He said, I'm not popping out trying to create no beef. I'm popping out everywhere is my point. And if you're entertaining that, just stand on it. It don't matter if it's a verse he sent back, you putting it out with him throwing shots. So that's how it looked. And that's what I'm saying, bro. How does it look like you let him put the song out there? You let him put his verse on the song, and then you put it out to the public, bro. Like you know what you're doing. You know what I mean? And then he says that man is still rapping, so that streaming shit is irrelevant. And it don't matter if he knew who I was. My point is, I was there in the same room. I think he's talking about the tweet where he had talked about seeing him at the Rich the Kid party. You can tell me in the comments. I could be anything y'all want to label me as. Still made it on the album, and they actually love my verse, which is true. That is true. My point is, watch what you do and never know who you're around, fam. And you never know who you're around, fam. So this is just him letting him know that if you're in California, and I think DDG does live in California as well. I think he has a song named Calabasas or something like that with or Calabasas, yeah, something like that with Blueface. But if DDG resides or chills in California, I think it's just letting him know, like, you'll never know who it is that knows Hitta J3 or who's associated with Kendrick Lamar. This is why it's very, very, very important to watch the verses that you receive from other people who have conflicts with other people as well. Now, I don't think Tory Lanez was somebody that anybody expected to drop a verse regarding the beef. But even if DDG heard it, I think a part of him would probably think that this was going to be viral. This was going to be something that everybody was going to talk about, like we're doing right now. But not all popularity, not all fame, not all money is good money. You know, I think he should have told Tory Lanez to switch his verse. I think he should have told him to change it or take it out. Make sure that it was something that was a little bit more enjoyable and something that's less conflicting with everybody else involved, with Drake and Kendrick and things like that. But I don't know. Feel like it could have been avoided, but at the same time, I think it was intentional so that way it could be something to talk about. But y'all can tell me how y'all feel about this. I'm surprised that DDG responded to Hitta J3 as fast as he did. But I'm honestly expecting somebody else to respond. I'm expecting Tory Lanez to give a response after this. I'm sure he's going to have something to say. I'm not sure how his people are going to say it. I'm not sure if he's going to have someone who speaks for him say it or he posts it online, but I'm sure we're going to hear a response from Tory Lanez as well. But y'all tell me what you think about DDG responding to Hitta J3, man. Y'all tell me how y'all feel in the comments. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video, man. Peace. Keep it a legend.